Brief update from this morning's live stream. We're going to go over BTC, Solana, and ETH just like we covered earlier today. Solana has been phenomenal. This was a low that I did not expect to be taken here. And we can see just how close it got to happening. This is exactly the kind of thing that you would expect from a bull market where you get this low put in here. You bait shorts with another low here, push again, trap a hell of a lot of shorts in this, and then squeeze them to the upside. And just like I had been saying, ever since I took this trade initially, the very first thing that I had said is that I likely will not close the trade here at Monday high because I expect Solana to have a run towards all-time highs going into the end of this week and especially this weekend. And a good sign of strength that would sort of bode well or signal that that is going to happen is gaining acceptance above Monday high, just as I drew out here. And we can see we back tested that level on an hourly time frame and then had another push to the upside. So, from here, it's possible we come down and back test again. But altogether, I am expecting continuation towards this level where I will take more profits and potentially close the trade and just simply look for another entry after that. Again, just to sort of recap, what I'm looking for altogether is targeting this level 310 here, which this area of consolidation suggests that we would, get a pump up towards. Taking a look at Ethereum. Ethereum had a really nice move to the upside. And, what I had talked about earlier this morning was an area for a possible entry, and that would be this zone here, I think, has acted as resistance. So seeing price come back into this area and flipping it to support for then a move to the upside, I think would bode very well. We did get that move here, which was, kind of originally the one that I was looking at, and now we can see prices coming back again into this zone. So of course, on a higher time frame, we want to see price continue to hold this area of support. And tomorrow, we could potentially look for actually a setup or something to take in order for us to target that previous week high, and especially this weekly up here. As we had talked about those areas of liquidity that are just sitting right to the upside here, it looks like ETH might be ready to flip this area and get that move up. Going over to BTC, now this is something that I'd covered extensively where I had talked about this 99 level. There was a stream that I did some time back where I mentioned a lot of different forms of analysis that all fell at 99. I wasn't looking for the level. I didn't seek it out in any way. I just did several different forms of analysis, and they all pointed to this level, almost all of them exactly at this level, as a key area of resistance. And so, I mean, look at this rejection nearly to the dollar. It's just technical analysis is so powerful. And so I had these two setups here, this one being the conservative entry, and we could see, I had this setup here posted. It was at this time here is when I closed out. We had talked about it between 7 and 8 a.m. So somewhere in here, and that next candle early in the morning came down, filled this bid, got the move up, hit the take profit zone, and is now closed. So if you guys managed to catch that, awesome. It was a great move. So I think, all together, we're going to come back tomorrow. There was some questioning, Spanx in the group had said, oh, we're probably going to see ALTS run this weekend. And I tend to agree with them. This is something that I was talking about this morning in the live stream again, because BTC is coming up on this key area of resistance that I've pointed out. It may, especially right ahead of the psychological, 100K zone, it could take some time to consolidate in this zone or over the weekend, sort of consolidate and put in a weekend range between 1 and 1.5%, which would give alts a lot of room to run to the upside. Taking a look at the Sol BTC pair, again, this was so sick. I posted this on Twitter. Literally, like on this candle, I said, I'm pretty sure, Sol BTC just bottomed. Shortly thereafter, significant move to the upside. And because alts are not tied to CME. They don't have quote unquote CME gaps. And so it leaves a lot of room for them to run to the upside, especially if BTC sort of chills out, doesn't dump per se, but just puts in a nice little weekend range. That could allow some alts to sort of get a nice pump and catch up to the pump that BTC has been doing over the last handful of days.